focus. Boy, you crazy.
And we're back.
Episode 25.
25.
If y'all couldn't see, what you were clicking on, it's episode 25. We're here.
Oh, like if they see the link, it says episode 25?
Yeah.
I get what you're
Usually if you see episode 25, you'll be like, oh, it's number 25.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who just blindly go through their phone,
Or it comes up on your Spotify sometimes,
Right, just
You
a
ever
random
that ever
suggestion.
happened to you?
Do you ever get random episode numbers of podcasts sent to you? Where it's like, oh, try out Conan's episode number 31, which took place in May of 2019.
I'm like that sometimes when podcasts have guests, like they're a guest, like Mark Maron. Like I don't listen to every Mark Maron episode. I'm not that kind of person. I love him, but like I go and pick out the people that are really interesting to me, and I want to know more about their life because that's what he does. He interviews them.
Right, it's not dated.
Yeah, it's like the people that go and look up YouTube videos from late night TV. Mm-hmm. Those people.
God, whoever's looking at Kimmel, seriously, screw off.
What's your ranking of late night hosts?
Wow.
Current, not old.
Conan's at my top, man. I love Conan. I still think he's the most creative one, and he still sticks to like in quote unquote like older format. And then I really like.
He's so funny.
I'll say
he's so funny.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Conan, like genuinely a fan, because he's created this character behind him. Yeah, where he's kind of like cynical and vain, but he's truly a nice guy. I don't know. I really enjoy his stuff, and his guests always love him. They always speak so highly of him. Then I have to put Kimmel second, just because I don't really like Fallon that much. I don't like Fallon that much. Yeah, I mean, he plays a lot of games and stuff. He has fun guests sometimes, but he definitely appeals to like the clickable YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't follow that like late night.
Well, he's not a good
format.
interviewer.
He'll talk over you, laugh at nothing that's funny. Like he'll just fake laugh.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I kind of like him. He's probably an asshole. But I would probably put Conan, and then you got to think of like Trevor Noah's up there.
I guess I didn't even think about Trevor Noah.
I'd probably put Seth Meyers. Jimmy Fallon and Kimmel are like equal for me.
Because you just
like I think they're both like you're either a Fallon or a Kimmel person. I think they're both fun and they're both whatever. I think like I'll watch a clip every once in a while, or like the Bradley Cooper interview that Jimmy Fallon has, where they like are cracking up and they have the hats on. And they can't. They're talking about the Elephant Man and they can't take it seriously. Like that's funny shit, Yeah. But I don't watch him religiously. I don't watch any of them religiously. But it's just, my YouTube spirals go in a circle where, like, right now I'm watching a lot of Bon Appetit videos and, like, stuff like that.
Right.
But, like, 2 weeks ago I was watching The Try Guys endlessly. And, like, 2 weeks before that I was watching late night interviews and shit.
Yeah, I got caught in a Conan loop, and I was like, he truly is, I think, the best. Like, I have the most fun watching his stuff. Dude. I think Andy Richter's a great, like, one-liner guy that sits on the side.
When he makes fun, the videos on YouTube where he makes fun of his producer or whatever that guy, Jordan
Schlotsky.
Yeah,
they created Jordan to be this very, like, prickly, like, stick-up-his-ass producer. I think he is all in on the bit. Like,
absolutely. They want to keep doing them if it was literally this guy getting bullied by Conan.
Right, and he goes to, like, Italy. They go to Italy to try stuff, and he's, like, trying to teach Conan the culture all the time. Yeah. Those are just so much fun.
Oh, it's hilarious. If you haven't seen those videos, go watch them.
Seriously,
we're not getting paid, but we're not getting paid by Conan, but,
Oh, yeah. It's still... I still think he's the best. I mean, I will say Kimmel and Fallon, they seem pretty self-absorbed.
Did you see what my hat says? You see how cool I am?
Yeah, dude. First Reformed Church. You are a real one. I love it. And Bradley University. You're just endorsing everything today.
Guess who's a fucking film nerd?
I couldn't tell by the clear glasses you wear.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And the First Reformed hat? It's okay, I hate myself for being that guy.
Don't hate yourself for being that guy.
It's okay.
Don't hate him, no.
No, it's okay.
No. Because the hat, I think...
No, it's okay.
The hat, it couldn't say anything on the hat. It would still look filmy because it's the dad hat.
Right, but First Reformed was a movie that came out, not 2019, but 2018.
Really?
Ethan Hawke was in it.
See, I now I'm just gonna go to IMDb.
See, I wanted Jack to be in on the bit.
I'm not.
But
I thought
he
you were
didn't know
wearing
the
a church
movie.
hat.
No, it's not. Yes, here's the problem. Here's the problem with this hat. Is it's not for an actual church.
Really? It's for the movie.
Yeah.
It's
a great movie.
2017 American drama film written and directed by
It came out
Paul
in 2017
Schrader.
originally, but it was doing film festival circuits in 2018 and was like
A24. Okay, that's why it's an independent type. Aha.
So people weren't seeing it until the summer of 2018. And why do I know that? Because it came out when I was at Illinois Shakespeare Festival.
Really?
Yeah.
Aha. That's exciting. Who's the guy who looks a lot like Ethan Hawke that's on Entourage? I think he's Matt Dillon's brother.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke isn't on Entourage?
No. I've never seen Entourage.
Ethan Hawke always looks like...
Look up, hey, Entourage, Ethan Hawke looking motherfucker.
That's perfect. That's what you have to say. Kevin Dillon. It's Johnny Drama. That's what his name is. He looks like a New York douche version of Ethan Hawke, and it's hilarious.
Okay. I've never seen Entourage, so...
It's a fun show. Fun show.
Is there an entourage?
Yeah, I'd say there's a group of people that travel around. Jeremy Piven's in it, so it didn't age well.
Yeah, that's tough.
But
also so did a lot of Woody Allen movies, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get a word. How about it?
Let's do it. Let's
right.
hope for something more than a syllable this time around.
Let's get a word. I forgot to look up the website beforehand.
Dude, Sonic the Hedgehog is killing it.
Man, we're really all over the place.
No, look, it made $30-something million the first week. Or no,
I saw Birds of Prey.
Was it good?
It's so good. It's so good.
About it.
I was like a big Margot Robbie fan when she first started doing
hit the
stuff.
Scene. Yeah.
I was gonna say hit the scene, dude. That's
when she first hit the scene.
I was a big Margot Robbie fan when she first hit the scene.
Fully endorse it.
Oh my god.
Sipping our coffee.
And then kind of faded. I still need to see I, Tonya, so that's probably why. But I was just I still thought she was great and fantastic and obviously very attractive. But I was just like, eh. And then I saw this movie 5 minutes in. I was like, oh, so she's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Oh, she's so good, and it's shot so well. The whole color scheme and production design.
I didn't realize it was rated R. It's probably why it didn't pull in a huge crowd.
Oh,
but it's gory, and I like the
There's
goriness.
some tough shit in it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Black Mask is the villain, as Ewan McGregor as Black Mask.
Stop.
So cool.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where they from the comics, he peels a dude's face off.
They show it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hell yes.
They not completely. Do they show the skull? And the muscle.
We need more of that in movies.
But
we need more of that in superhero movies. That's
Zaz
real
is
shit.
in it. Do you know who Zaz is?
Victor Zaz.
Victor Zaz is in it. He's his henchman, and he cuts a dude's face off.
That's what I want to see.
Like Nick Cage, dude.
I want to see.
That's
more
what I was
of
just
that.
doing. Face off. You know that face from the movie?
The meme. Yeah. Oh my god. Fuck Mexico. No.
We haven't gotten a word. Oh god.
But I need to see more gore in superhero movies. Thor when he
that
beats the shit out of people.
The Boys.
Yeah,
you seen that
it's
shit?
Fantastic. Because it truly encapsulates what a superhero would do to a human being. Yeah, Deadpool started that rated R superhero naughty trend.
Marvel tried to do it a little bit when they did Age of Ultron Civil War, and they're like, think about the repercussions. Millions of people have died because of these fights that are happening. We need to keep people in check. Obviously, DC is more known for being darker and grittier and more punchy. Mm-hmm. I would love if the Marvel movies were rated R, but they would never. They made $1 billion.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. It's not a smart move.
They made $1 billion.
Wait, and just one movie
with Endgame.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
$1 billion just here.
$1.8 billion.
Just here, right?
No, worldwide.
Worldwide, it was closer to
the highest grossing movie of all time.
Jeez.
It surpassed Avatar.
It did. Dang. I thought Avatar was
I'm sorry,
well
I feel like
above,
I've got
too.
a lot of energy. This iced coffee's really kicking in, guys. So we're in for a wild ride today.
Avengers Endgame. Let's see how much it made. No, it made almost $3 billion.
Oh,
worldwide.
really?
Avatar was like 2.5. Avatar was like 2.5 billion.
That's insane.
I don't think that Avatar 2 is going to do anything near Avatar 1. There's been friggin' 15 years between the movies. It feels like.
I think
too much hype.
I've been watching a lot of visual effects, like artists react to videos, and I watched one with the guy from the studio that's working on Avatars 2 and 3 are the ones they're focusing on right now. And it sounds... Part of the reason, like, the first one was so cool is because...
Visually stunning.
And visually, like, a lot of advancing stuff. It sounds like they're working on a lot of really cool stuff like that. That could... Like, you see the trailer and you're just like... This is what Avatar... Did it come out in 2012?
I think...
2008?
2008 or 2009. Let me see.
Oh, it would have been
2009. It was 2009.
because I was turned 13.
Dude, yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those like I've never seen anything like this.
10 years.
Imagine the high end stuff they have to be working on to like be a trendsetter for visual effects in the future. Mm-hmm. That's insane. I'm excited to be blown away. I want something to pop out beyond the screen and punch me in the face.
Yeah, at a certain point, you have to be like, you know, is it ever gonna get like that much better? Like, we're seeing some crazy stuff now, you know.
It's gonna be Uncanny Valley weird. So.
Like, imagine if, like, I grew up on the Star Wars movies. You know, I grew up on older action sci-fi stuff, so I was used to seeing it. But imagine being somebody that saw that in theaters and then saw Rise of Skywalker in theaters and just... Or like Endgame, and being like, oh,
this is you have to be going.
Bring
nuts.
somebody straight from A New Hope, time travel them to today, and show them
their brain would
whatever
explode.
movie, and they'd be like, oh,
just years of advancements.
They're like, we haven't gotten a word, dude.
Let's get a word.
God.
My dad's like, I can't keep up anymore. I don't even want to watch. You know, I don't even want to watch the Avengers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our podcast.
No, no.
Your dad watching the podcast. I can't keep up. They're
saying random shit.
Fragmented.
He's talking about like visual effects from A New Hope to now.
Oh man.
He's like, there's just too much going on. Why can't there be like a slow shot? Darth Vader walks in. None of that ever. I'm like, yeah, because they have to tell so much story.
Yeah, I mean there is though.
And yeah, there's
slower
moments. Yeah, but it's the effects where he's like, these.
Any good director plays
now.
with tempo.
The effects are nuts now. It's crazy.
Oh, dude.
What's the word?
Our word is sausage.
2 syllables this
Hell
time.
yeah.
Sausage.
I haven't been this excited for a word in a while.
You go get a sausage somewhere?
Yeah, it's not necessarily... It's just a cool word,
hey,
you know?
Sausage.
First of all,
yeah.
What a good word to get.
I love it.
Know?
We went from not to crack.
Yeah, not was kind of a sucky... Crack was a tough one to put out.
Crack, bang, not, and then sausage?
Not that many people listened to crack, and there wasn't bang. And I think because, you know, they're very visceral words, and also they have a specific connotation.
Yeah. Sausage is just fun-loving meat.
You know? Jimmy Dean breakfast links, you know?
Fun-loving sausage meat. Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of sausage?
Damn. Ah, that's a tough one. I really like spicy Italian sausage.
Polish. You got Italian. You got... Are we counting brats? Is that a sausage?
You know what? Let's look up types of sausages.
Chorizo.
Oh.
Dude, that's a good one.
Chorizo is amazing.
People are watching and they go, hey, this guy can't name more than 2 sausages. Guess what? I just named 3.
You actually named 5.
Kielbasa. Is that a sausage?
Yes. You're doing very good, Trevor.
I have at least one more. Kielbasa
Andouille, baby.
No, dude,
You had it in the...
Is that the last one, or are there others?
You said them all. Check it out. Ready? Kielbasa. Smoky, mild, and sweet.
That's a type of kielbasa?
Yeah, there's little subplots.
I thought the types of smoky, wild, and sweet sausage.
Yeah, I just love I'm going to just do the little things.
Yeah.
Kielbasa. Smoky, mild, and sweet. Andouille. Cajun parentheses, smoky, spicy, garlicky. Bratwurst.
Oh, it's describing what it tastes like?
Oh, yeah. Salty, mild, and gingery. Then we have the Italian, sweet, spicy, and garlicky, and then just chorizo, which is smoky, spicy, and aromatic. Amazing. Kim at work got so pissed off that I, just say certain words in a Spanish connotation. I'm like, why? Is that, rude? Is that rude to do?
No, I don't think so.
I just think it's fun. Why not?
It's like you're saying the word how it's actually supposed to be said.
Right, but it's not in any negative way. Like, a lot of people are just like, can I get one of those chorizo egg omelets? Like, right. I bet you you're just disrespecting it. You're supposed to roll the R's.
I feel like a lot of times people misconstrue that, ordering in Spanish at a Mexican restaurant
is offensive.
It is if you're, being, very heavy-handed, trying to making it be this is the only way I can communicate with you,
right?
Instead of being oh, I understand this language and I am choosing to communicate in what it seems the first language or the primary language of this establishment. Yeah. Not because of the people work. You can tell generally by the menu, you know, what kind of
do you want arroz con pollo? Do you But you can say it in a subtle way. I think it's all about the approach. I think if you're like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. I'm good. Gracias. Y tú? In their face almost. Where it's
and you're like,
much.
Oh, guess what? I also speak Spanish.
Yeah. And then they try to actually speak to you and you're like, oh, lo siento. Arroz, para mí. Stuff like that. What's your favorite sausage? We didn't answer your question about the sausage. If you had to choose from andouille, kielbasa, bratwurst, Italian, and chorizo, what would you pick? It's really, really plaguing Trevor right now to answer this. If those who are just listening, he's been in a deep thought for 17 seconds.
Maybe, I don't know, brat probably.
A brat, nice. Just look at the sausages and tell me which one's the most or least appealing to you. The brat looks scary.
The brat before you cook it looks terrible. I don't think I've ever had andouille sausage by itself.
It's always mixed in a gumbo.
I was gonna say that.
We are on the same page today, baby.
Italian sausage is great. Chorizo's fantastic, but that's another one where I've never been I'm gonna put a chorizo on a bun.
It's too fatty. You gotta add it with an egg. You gotta cut it with something.
With breakfast. Ooh, that's some fire.
If you mix a chorizo burrito with egg and hash browns and stuff, that's where it gets incredible.
Chorizo burrito.
That's gonna be my new rap name, I think.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
why not?
That
would piss off everybody.
That feels a little bit more like appropriation.
I'm just trying to be funny here. There's no ill intentions.
No, they want it.
Perceived to the people. Yes.
As a passing joke, no, that's fine. But being I'm
gonna get into a career where my name is Chorizo Burrito.
It's part of the reason why even Rich, what's he called? Rich Brian.
He had to change it from
he used to be called Rich Chiga.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So he changed it to Rich Brian.
Yeah, because he was like 2 years in, he was getting really big, and he was I never expected to be big. It was just a joke.
Yeah.
I gotta change my name.
And now he's kind of a serious artist.
Yeah. I mean, he always kind of was. He just was
His first song, though, Dat Stick, the one that got big, where he's twit, 12, and I wanna pop. It's very...
He was one of the first SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah, that video, I thought, really, really got him big, too. It kind of jumped to viral.
It feels like he came out with Ski Mask. And
a Ski Mask, the Slump God?
Yeah. You said that, so
that one fella, Ski Mask, the Slump God?
Ski Mask, the Slump God? Yes. Ski Mask, the Slump God?
I wanted to make sure we were talking about the exact same person, because there could be several SoundCloud rappers that are named Ski Mask.
You come up to the... Hey, welcome to Landakai. What do you listen to on those AirPods of yours there, bud?
Just some Ski Mask, the Slump God.
Oh, yeah. Ski Mask, the slump god.
Me and my homies have really been listening to Posty and then Ski Mask a lot.
Did
I really approach that in the frattiest of ways?
Have you ever heard of Lil Uzi Vert?
Lil Uzi Verte. He wanted to change his name, bro. Come on.
Oh my god.
Get with the program.
My hair is the worst today. I'm sorry that I keep taking my hat on and off.
You're really pissing everybody off behind the screen.
I am.
Bro. You should chug that coffee right now, Pledge.
I'm sorry.
Shoot.
And they're like, why is he looking off camera right now? I know they're like all of
our followers here are just enjoying
all of our
this.
Followers are like,
man,
they don't have anybody. It's just, everybody knows it's just a camera stand.
We're in front of a live studio audience right now. As surprising it may seem, this backdrop here is just strictly
it's the world's worst live studio audience. Okay, let me say
they're intently listening.
They're very engaged. That's true.
Chug that coffee if you're a real one, bro, and then we'll listen to Ski Mask. Oh, don't actually do it. Oh my god, he done did it. Oh my goodness, this is a wild one.
Yeah, I told you. I think the coffee kicked in. I got a lot of energy, man.
Got a lot of energy. Okay, so let's go back to the sausage conversation.
What's the best shape of sausage? Breakfast sausage. How do you like to?
Man, it all depends on the morning. It depends on the morning to me. Like, I sometimes could go for a link. Other times I'm one for a patty. But I do believe if you're making a sandwich, patty all the way. Don't try to cut a link in half and pull some bullshit on me.
I don't think the only time and place for a link is if you're putting it on a bun.
What?
Yep. Other times, why?
Oh, a bun like a hot dog bun. You're not going to make a sandwich like an egg sandwich and then cut the link in half.
No, if you're doing a sandwich, first of all, hot dog's not a sandwich.
No.
Hey, why would you say something so?
Have you ever made a hot dog sandwich before?
Meme? How old am I, guys? Why would you say something?
You're asking the wrong guy.
So something but so brave. What is it?
Oh man.
Dangerous but so brave. Is that what it is?
I wish I knew the meme.
God damn it, Jack.
I don't know internet culture very well. I only know the stuff that I'm interested in. And
why would you say something so controversial yet brave? That's what it is. It's Eric Andre, and he's like sitting. You know. I'm sorry, I'm getting coffee burps.
Gotcha. Yeah, because the coffee you just
look it up.
chugged.
Why would you say something so brave? GIF. And it's GIF, not GIF. All right, I know.
There's a peanut butter company, JIF. They are GIF. That means this is fucking GIF.
And there's a lot of stuff out here where it's like, what I don't remember what it stands for, and I know the creator said GIF apparently. Sorry, dude, but you're wrong.
You're an idiot.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
Have you made any money from GIF or GIF, whatever you want to call it?
I'm sure they made plenty of money from
sure too. I guess it was an unsubstantiated claim.
But also, hot dog
belongs
not
in
a sandwich.
Have you ever been poor enough to have, like, I only have hamburger buns and hot dogs?
Yeah, it's not even necessarily poor. Sometimes you're just like, oh, somebody took the last hot dog bun. Guess we're not running to the store today.
And you're just going to use a hamburger bun and figure out the rest. That's not a big deal. I don't really fancy myself a kielbasa person. I don't actively seek kielbasa. I actively seek spicy Italian sausage.
I think we started having it at school for breakfast.
At school? You talking college?
This was at college. Yeah, it was a regular at breakfast when I was in the dorms.
Interesting.
It's fine.
It's adequate.
It was also, college cafeteria kielbasa,
Right.
And this wasn't a school that had this wasn't a big state school, that had like incredibly nice cafeterias where you go and people are like, oh, what do you want in your noodles? Let me make it fresh for you. Like, that shit's crazy. When you're in high school and you go to a college campus and they're like a big, for us it was like Iowa State, University of Iowa.
I went to a state school.
Yeah, so
the same thing.
That's insane. To go and be like,
just looking at the array of food.
I can't imagine. Yeah,
the suggestions.
My college experience would have been so different if I had gone to any school, because that's literally how it would have worked because it'd be a different place, you know?
But did you just have one select thing? And you were also on a meal plan your whole 4 years?
Yeah. My freshman year, the way it worked at
Radley
University.
Boo Radley.
The way it worked, you had two parts of your plan. You had swipes for like the cafeteria, like meal swipes, and then you also had dining dollars, which could be used at places on campus. We had a Moe's Southwestern Grill.
That's fun.
And we had there was this guy that worked there, and you'd come in, and obviously it was on rotation. He wasn't always there. He'd come in and he goes, "Welcome to Moe's."
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Welcome
at
to Moe's.
You
But he
have
was
to
like
say it.
this big guy, and
Welcome to Moe's.
it looked like he was having the worst day every time. Welcome to Moe's.
Yeah, because he has to serve
Like
people
Roz.
shitty, unseasoned food.
Dude.
The only good thing they have going for them is their queso.
One of their employees one time, because they were open till like 2 a.m. Most days. One time, an employer was like, do you want to know how they make their queso? And I was like, sure.
I guess.
It's like pretty much just pepper jack cheese and powdered milk and milk, I think. And that's
Powdered milk, and pepper jack.
some shit like that. Yeah, it's not.
That's the mystery behind their glorious queso that they shove down everybody's throat.
Yeah,
I actually,
but
that's my least favorite chain, Moe's. By far.
yeah, you never
Continue.
choose to go to Moe's.
No, you have to.
There's
It's
one in
by
Iowa
obligation.
called Poncheros, and
Already sounds better.
it's so much better than Chipotle, dude. Like, I can't.
Better than
I
Chipotle?
had never been to Chipotle before college because you literally always went to Poncheros.
Wow. And you would get like a burrito bowl.
They,
You'd get like
part
a
of the
bowl.
reason it's incredible is because they patented this tool that they mix their burritos. So, like, you get all of your stuff in it, and then somebody mixes it all in, and then they wrap it up. And so you bite, and
You get a bite of everything.
yeah.
That's how it should be. Oh, that's
And their tortillas are
fantastic.
great. Their burritos are normally bigger than Chipotle.
Wow.
Their queso's incredible.
The fact that they had Chipotle was so late to the queso game, I just still don't even want to try it. I'm like, don't even give me that shit.
Like,
I was on your Chipotle grind before the queso, so I don't need to.
Like
I don't
Chipotle,
even have this.
I always get a burrito bowl.
You always add guac?
Yes.
I never add guac.
I never get queso, but I always get a burrito bowl. At Poncheros, always get a burrito. Always get queso on the burrito.
Mm-hmm.
It's extra, but it's
Worth it.
the best.
Yes.
My brother loves it so much he's trying to get them to get a chain up in Michigan by where he is.
Is he just tweeting at them actively all the time?
He used to, but like whenever he's home, one of the first places and the last places he goes before he leaves Iowa is
Gotta get that Poncheros.
Poncheros.
Yeah.
But we also had a Chick-fil-A on campus. We also had this flat top grill place.
Chick-fil-A's great.
They had late night like wings and fried ravioli and stuff like that. And the cafeterias were not great when I was a freshman and a sophomore, and so I used my dining dollars mostly and ate a ton of junk food. And I wasn't on a workout schedule because I had sat out of sports my senior year. Because I was worried that I was going to get stress fractures in my legs again.
Oh yeah, you.
And so I wasn't working out, got in the habit of not working out, was eating all this junk food, gained a lot of weight my freshman year.
That's the first year of college for everybody.
Not for everybody.
For most. I gained the freshman
there's
15.
a reason why the freshman 15's a thing.
I got the freshman 50, my dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
50 pounds.
Yeah, I don't think it was quite 50, but it was like around that.
I was close. I was eating ice cream 4 nights a week out, and then I was also going out to get food, and then I thought I was cooking actually good food. I was just boiling pasta and adding andouille sausage to it and being like, I just made dinner. I had no vegetables. I had no well-rounded diet whatsoever.
Dude, imagine eating a
hot dogs and
Chick-fil-A
ramen.
sandwich at
Every
least
day.
4 times a week.
I did. It was
You get a whole
first
Papa
year of
John's
college.
pizza.
Oh, so good.
Dude, because this is what me and my roommate would do. We'd get a sausage pizza. Just kidding, psych, because pepperoni's the best.
Oh, fuck off. Pepperoni is not nearly as flavorful
Why would you
as
say
sausage.
something so controversial yet so brave? The third time this episode.
But not true, though.
No, it's true.
No way.
First of all, if you're doing basic stuff like that, yes, pepperoni, but also get a more complicated pizza.
But why is sausage extra? Pepperoni's never extra. Sometimes sausage is extra.
Where are you going to get pizza?
Good places.
Well, literally, just about any store is extra to add a topping, like cheese.
But then
it's never pepperoni. We just had it in the bag, so we're gonna put it on the pizza for free for you.
Go to Domino's. They're like, we put 4 toppings on your pizza for $6 total. Just take our pizza and leave.
Yeah, but that's chain. That's a fast food pizza. That's what do you expect?
We were just talking about Papa John's, no?
Yeah, it's also chain pizza.
Yes.
So I'm not expecting there to be like, oh, here we actually sliced off a piece of sausage fresh to put on this.
I would love for that. I yearn for that. Please give me actual sausage.
If you go to like a Lou Malnati's on the corner, that's what you're gonna get.
You're gonna get real sausage. Yeah. You'd hope.
But
for
same with pepperoni.
Pizza.
It's gonna be real pepperoni instead of this sliced pepperoni that you get from the store.
Yeah. Have you just eaten sliced pepperoni before?
Dude.
Randomly,
we made homemade pizza out.
Ooh, that's fun. I don't have the tools to make homemade pizza anymore. You need like a nice dish to make like a nice pizza.
A stone, like a baking stone.
That's like a pizza stone you could use, which is not, if you heat it up fast enough, the pizza just bakes so quickly. But I've actually had pizzas where I've used like a glass baking dish and then just lined it with dough, and it's like a deep dish.
Oh, I've never made deep dish pizza. You could do that with just a baking pan.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can make. It's not like the deep dish that you'd get here, because there's like layer of sauce and cheese and shit. This is mostly bread.
Right. Also, you're probably not making like dough, like,
I'm buying dough at a store and letting it cool off a bit, letting it get room temp, and then doing my Italian moves where I'm flipping that pizza up straight up.
But I played a lot of zombies. We should play zombies sometime.
Where do we get from pizza to zombies?
I would say in my freshman year, my roommate ended up transferring at semester, so I had a room to myself.
Oh, stop.
He wanted to be closer to home and his girlfriend and whatever.
You're like, I'm not stopping.
He also wanted to change his major. He came to Bradley for engineering, decided he wanted to be a math teacher, and Illinois State was a better school for that, so he did that.
It's probably less money for a state school. If you're in state, you can get this sort of tuition breaks.
Illinois State was like half as much. Yeah,
that's exactly why I went to a state school
to do it. But before that, we would play zombies and just try to complete the Easter eggs. Like,
really?
Anytime we had free time. I did not go out much my freshman year. I did not drink my freshman year. We just hung out, and the 2 guys next to us, Will and Nate, would come, and Cody and I, and we'd just play zombies.
Hang out. Wow. And then eat disgusting food.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like my freshman year, man. I'm not kidding. We would play Grand Theft Auto 5.
You don't have an Xbox, do you? You just have a PlayStation?
No, my friends had an Xbox, and we play.
Because they have Xboxes. So I need to get back on the grind and play Rainbow Six Siege, dude. If you've never played that game is nuts.
Wow, never once.
It's nuts. It's like the most realistic shooter I've played.
Shoot.
And you have to be very strategic, because it's like all of the, like search and destroy.
Yeah.
It's like that, but every round you get 1 life, but it's like hardcore mode, but you have all of these things, and every person has a gadget or a different style of play, and you get information with drones, and you there are choke points, and you can reinforce walls if you're on the deep. It's crazy.
That's pretty amazing.
I'll have to show you real quick before work tonight.
I want a game real enough where I could just, out of war, just put the gun away, walk into a bodega, and just grab something to eat, like a sausage.
You want somebody to produce a game where, for some reason, there's war going on, like The Division.
He's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
And then I'm
just done. Go. Cocks the gun, puts it away. Or maybe he does that thing where he clicks it a bunch of times and the bullets go flying everywhere because he's like, I'm done. My last shot's fired. I don't care. I'm hungry. Throws the gun. Get a sausage from him. And then he just sprints over to a local bodega. It's funny you say that, because
Birds of Prey starts and ends with Harley Quinn talk. Well, not at the very beginning, but pretty much at the start, about a breakfast sandwich.
Oh. Now I really want to see that movie.
It's really good.
Not just because she talks about a breakfast sandwich, but because it's like a rated R superhero
I saw it
movie.
with Joni. Shout out to Joni.
Joni.
We saw it on Monday.
Love him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
Yeah, I know. We were talking about Rainbow Six Siege, and then I mentioned it'd be really funny and fun to just have a character be like, I'm tired and hungry. I'm done, guys. I'm going to go home.
The reason I say this is because I have a feeling in our lifetime, depending how long that is.
Yeah, I mean, Greta Thunberg's telling us we have 10 years left.
We were watching Midsommar after Birds of Prey.
Why?
It's my favorite movie. That's why. And Joni had never seen it.
It's so sad.
Oh, no, it's not.
Isn't it sad?
Dude,
isn't it? Oh, it's scary. It's scary, right? I've never seen it.
Kind of.
Never seen it.
It's very, anxiety-inducing, kind of. But the ending, in my opinion, is very happy.
Nice. So I've never seen a movie that's scary but has a happy ending.
I think it has a very beautiful... Oh, a lot of people die.
But there's a silver lining through the death.
I'd say it's even more than a silver lining. I think it's like I don't want to... You haven't seen the movie? So I guess we're going to watch Midsommar.
After we watch all 24 Bond movies leading up to this one.
That's true.
I'm so happy you got the thing full of DVDs.
They're from my dad. He said take care of them.
Thank you, Mr. Beatty. They're in good hands. I'm a huge Bond fan.
Can't wait to watch Octopussy.
Don't. We're skipping that one. No, we're not. We're going to make
I was going to say, we have to watch all of them.
Octopussy and Moonraker are easily the two worst Bond movies ever because...
My dad said something about...
It introduces Jaws, though. Jaws as a henchman is iconic.
Here's the thing, though, and prepare for me to get roasted by our 15 followers.
Do it.
I've never seen a single James Bond movie.
Honestly, you're not going to get roasted because it's not as big of a franchise as people... push it to
well,
be.
The thing is, if you're a James Bond person, you're a James Bond person. Like, they used to be huge, you know?
Yeah.
And then whatever happened with...
Pierce friggin' Brosnan just fucked that franchise up.
My dad said...
Those are my least favorite movies. Tomorrow Never Dies, the woat of Bond movies. I hate that he's like... Q's like, Bond, I have an invisible car for you. Basically, you're just invincible now. You're a tiny 5'7" guy who beats the shit out of 6'4" people, and we're going to keep allowing this. Yeah? Yeah, great job. This next, Daniel Craig kind of saved it, but he's also, so ungrateful to want to play Bond.
Yeah.
He's, always, every movie's, a burden for him to play Bond. It's like, dude, this is, an iconic franchise. You're getting paid $20 million a movie. Enjoy it a little bit, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think anybody on our side is going to have that perspective, but imagine the kind of pressure behind it.
Oh, I'm sure there's so much. Because critically, they get panned all the time. This was a shitty Bond. Oh, this Bond was great, and everybody talks about how great this one was.
James Bond.
Here's how it went. Casino Royale, fantastic. I loved it a lot. It reinvigorated the Bond franchise. Quantum of Solace. Big stinker, big shitty stinker. Did not do very well. Too fast paced. Didn't follow a format. Skyfall, fantastic. Spectre, shitty. Now
they still Quantum of Solace and Spectre have both gotten 65 and 63% though.
That's still okay, but they were not as critically acclaimed as Skyfall.
Right, Casino Royale and Skyfall have 95 and 92 respectively.
Yeah, so they weren't bad, but they weren't the best.
But that, compared to, Die Another Day is still 57%.
Yeah, no, that's a shitty Bond movie. And then you go back to Moonraker or Octopussy.
And A View to Kill.
It's like 20.
41 and 36%.
A View to a Kill is not bad. A View to a Kill is not horrible, I'll be honest, because Christopher Walken's in it. And it's hilarious because he's the bad guy and he's like, no, all the time.
Casino Royale from 67 is 26%.
Yeah, that's the George Lazenby one that was not the greatest. I think he also made another one called At Your Majesty's Secret Service or something like that. And it was just okay.
That one has 80%.
Yeah, that was just okay. I don't like Lazenby that much, but I like Sean Connery. I like Roger Moore.
I haven't seen any of them, so some of these
we'll have to figure it out together because Timothy Dalton had a couple of Bond movies.
We'll create a running rankings list.
Man, I am just obsessed with it though.
Should we create a section? Oh, here's what we need to do. Okay, so this is what I'll work on tonight. Maybe we still don't have enough pictures.
I know. There's a lot of stuff we got to catch up
website,
on, and I'm going
and then
out
we
of
can
town.
publish a blog or a running list of here's our page for the ranking of James Bond movies.
We could make video reviews on a streaming camera with a mic. You know what I mean? Like you could do something like that versus having to type it out or write it out. You can just kind of. We don't have to like aggressively take notes, but just
We could create another James Bond movie podcast.
I mean, full millennial form. I don't mind.
Let's have 7 podcasts.
You know what we could do? Because I have a personal one. You come onto my personal one, and we turn it into a Bond podcast. So there'd be 24 episodes where we just critique every single movie for like 45 minutes to an hour.
We'll figure it out not on our current podcast.
That's not news. I think Bond is news.
And that's called Podception. That's called Podception.
That's the next song hitting the big streets, y'all.
Yeah, that's my first single, guys. It's called Podception in a modern world.
Yeah.
Parentheses in a modern world.
Shoot. Yeah, it's
But Sausage.
Back to Sausage here.
Have you seen Sausage Party?
Yeah. I like it.
I saw it in theaters.
I like it a lot. I thought it was really funny. And I feel like there's like a pretty split audience on it.
Well, that thing at the end really loses a lot of people.
I thought it was hilarious.
I also thought it was hilarious, but it is a lot, you know?
Absolutely.
Did I go to that movie in theaters expecting to see
a produce orgy?
A food orgy? Nah.
But you also see a rated R animated film and think, we're in for some shit.
Dude, especially from Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
But when they... Am I still in frame? Yeah.
When Craig Robinson's character, the Grits, has sex with the crackers, that's my favorite part.
I was gonna say that Saving Private Ryan thing. Like, just it's such a smart movie.
I agree, and a lot of people think it's
like very obvious.
It's pandering. A lot of people think it's like, oh, you're just playing stereotypes, whatever. You're playing that up. But I thought that it was well done. I liked it a lot, and it made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that it was great if it made money, but still.
I knew somebody was...
There's a couple people that I talked to about it.
Love that. Like, would watch that movie over and over and over. And that I was like, okay, it's not that good of a movie.
Right.
But it is really funny. I've watched it 3 or 4 times probably.
I'm in that same ballpark. And there's some cute, like... messages that are, I guess, portrayed through it all, but it's just a really simple story through.
I forgot the whole portal thing at the end.
Yeah, yeah. There's a character that it's just like a story of a character wanting more. You know, I want to be able to explore what's out there without going. You know, what's on the other side? The other side is death. Basically, there's other food items getting gruesomely chopped up and put into a stew, and there's that scene where she's cutting vegetables and stuff, and everyone's like losing their minds in sheer panic and terror, and I don't know.
So
it's
helpless trying to get out of this chair.
The grass is always greener. I guess.
Feel like it's a little long. I feel that every time I watch it.
Let's see the runtime.
I'm like, does this movie need to be as long as it is? It's like probably close to 2 hours, right?
Let's see. It's pretty fast paced. Yeah, I mean, let's see. 1 hour 29 minutes. It's a 90 minute
That's the longest feeling 90-minute movie I've seen in a while then.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Because I always feel like, okay, this bit's gone on for a couple beats too long.
There's also a lot of controversy attached to the way that he made the movie. Because he was making visual effects artists work like 20 hours a day sometimes. Like, they were overworked, and he almost broke laws on not giving people overtime, and there were visual artists just crunching for this to get done. I think the company was like Illumination Studios.
Seth
or something
Rogen
like
was,
that.
or the director was? Was he the director?
He was the one who was funding the whole thing, I think. No, he wasn't the director, but he was like the executive producer. Yeah, so it was him and Evan Goldberg. And,
but like, is he the one being like? I highly doubt.
It wasn't him saying work overtime,
like,
but
he's coming to the workers or to the boss of the workers, being like, make them stay.
I gotta see.
Maybe he is. Maybe he is that bad of a person.
Let me see what I was reading years ago, because I was like, my buddy's an artist out in LA, and he mentioned that he probably wouldn't want to do, a Seth Rogen movie because it says Seth Rogen's pop-ups. Screw off, dudes. Seth Rogen's hit Sausage Party allegedly didn't pay animators for overtime hours, which I don't know who's at fault for that. but somebody should have been fired because it made a lot of money, and for visual effects artists to have to work overtime and to only get paid day rates without overtime, I think is teetering the line of being like illegal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not right. It's an expanding field, so I feel like the mistreatment of visual effects artists is pretty common at this point.
Oh, especially being at 2016, it was just starting to like boom, and now there's been a lot of like creative animated movies where you have like Into the Spider-Verse, where it's like intended to look like a comic book, versus remember how they used to make animated movies just one way with like Shrek. And
yeah, I mean, that's been going on for a little while now. Like, I mean, you think of especially once Tim Burton started doing stuff, and you had like Wes, and even like claymation stuff. You just had auteur directors start getting into it, and people coming in with very specific visions for what it was. And like Shrek was animated the way it was because it was a DreamWorks movie. Just like even to this day, like you look at Coco or you look at Inside Out, and you're like, oh, that's a Disney Pixar movie because they have their style of animation.
Follow the style.
It looks similar to Toy Story did, and you can look back through the analogs. Wow, I used that in a conversation, and you can look at like even Snow White or like Cinderella. They are, for that time, the Disney look. That's just how they made their movies. It's like
it's their brand.
Mulan and Hercules even look kind of like Cinderella, like a more advanced version of that.
Yeah.
Until 3D modeling became a thing, and then you get a huge shift.
Yeah, but then they still follow a similar format where like the princesses still look the same, and like characters in it from like Frozen and Tangled, stuff like that. There's a lot of similarities there.
Like the biggest shift in that is when people stopped having to draw animation and started computer generating animation.
Still tons of work gets put into that, like hours and hours of time sketching and finding a way to have these characters move organically and to make it look natural. Like I can't imagine the hours and the teams of people working on one scene. Like I feel like the voice actors have it close to the easiest because they're in a booth. They're trying to, pull from character. You're trying to be able to like act out something you can't even see.
At the same time, like what the visual effects artist is doing is likely equal to them what acting is to an actor.
Yeah.
Like a good voice acting performance is going to be challenging for an actor, and they have to make decisions and all of this. The same way that a visual effects worker working on visual effects they're very passionate about it. They want to do the best they can. If they're in a healthy working environment, it's not going to be more work than they can handle.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously not with like the Seth Rogen thing, or the Sausage Party thing, but at times it's true for actors too. I have to learn this, and I'm still working on learning it. You like say yes to everything, and you're overworked because you don't know when to say no.
Yeah.
Or you're afraid to say no.
Because you want to be involved in an opportunity when it presents itself.
Yeah. Or you're afraid that if you say, I have 3 gigs right now, and they're on different days of the week and I can manage them. A 4th gig comes my way and it's going to make me crazy busy, but if I say no to them, does it ruin my working relationship with them? Does it cut out opportunities in the future? People are worried about that, so they say the yes, and then they don't get to sleep and they don't see their friends, and then it's like, okay, well,
everything spirals too because the schedule's tilted just ever so slightly.
It's
you're
like
I have just enough free time for myself, just enough time geared toward work, just enough time to make money working. Like there's a perfect balance, and then when something else gets introduced to a creative person, it is just like I need a minute. I need to process and figure this out. Like if I'm having a conversation with Rachel and she's like, we're gonna plan for this to happen in 2 weeks. I'm like, I have something planned in 2 weeks. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. I also really hate planning.
Planning sucks, man. You definitely have me agreeing on that one. Planning sucks.
Yeah. If we were better, if either of us were better planners, we would probably
we'd have 100,000
as
subscribers.
Much content as we do.
I think we're making a lot as it is.
Oh, yes, we are. And people are like, it's crazy that you do every week. Which it is a little bit.
I appreciate that they say that, but does that mean that do they think it's good? That's the other thing. We do it every week. It's great that we're committed.
I don't know, but did you see that I lanced you on Facebook?
Yeah, and then I changed the comment.
No, you didn't, you ass.
Now
I knew you'd do it.
You look like the dick.
No, change it back. It's a joke. It was a bit. You dick.
I'll change it back.
Oh, Jack? Jack did this. Okay, so somebody, I posted, was it on your share? It was on your share.
It was on my share. My dad's friend. His name's Paul Morelli.
If you're watching this and you haven't yet seen Beard,
go check it out.
Go check out. Oh God,
I like it.
Our most recent sketch.
I like it a lot. We're playing with like mixing genres and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Follow on our YouTube. Subscribe.
Definitely subscribe.
But Jack shared it, and
it blew up on Facebook.
It blew up. No,
it blew up on Facebook. Yeah, I burped, boy. Jeez. This cherry coffee is doing a number on me.
And somebody commented, your dad's friend commented, I laughed, I cried, then I put on my flannel shirt and got some fries. All the emotions wrapped into one epic film. So, if that's not a good review, I don't know what is.
That's a great review. I loved it. I was a huge fan.
And Jack replied,
we wanted this to be an experience, and I'm happy you came along for the ride.
But the first time, he didn't say along, he said alone. He had a typo, and guess who's an asshole? This guy. And I commented,
I too am glad
you came alone. Dude, change the comment back, you dick.
All right. Can I go back? Is there a way I can go back to the original?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna do it now.
I think it's funny.
So I intended for it to say along, but my fat ass thumbs were like, nope, and it said alone instead. But the intentions are totally different. I'm happy that you came alone for the ride. I think it auto-corrected. I probably said along, but it was like an H instead of a G on my phone.
Alone.
And it was like, I know you mean alone.
I'm happy you came alone. What a creepy thing to say to somebody.
Right? I'm happy that you watched this with nobody else.
Hey, I'm glad you came alone.
I'm happy you were in a dark room by yourself checking this out, yeah?
Oh, God.
So you want to get into this news story, the CNN breaking news?
I honestly thought we were going to talk about sausage more than we did.
We talked about sausage a fair amount.
Our story, unintended, kind of ties into sausage.
You're not wrong.
Because today, we're talking about an entire section on CNN. Yeah, you heard it right. You heard it right. Why would we say something so controversial?
Get it right this time. Take number 2 and action.
So our news story today is an entire section on CNN. Yeah, you heard that right. Why would we say something so controversial yet so brave?
Wow.
I almost messed it up again.
I felt that you were going to. Maybe because my eyes were on you.
Controversial.
Controversial and brave. Why would you say such things?
I was going through the somebody's DJing in my head. And what a bad joke. Anyways.
So there's a random section in CNN.
We were on the front page. Front page, I mean the home page.
Yes, when you go to CNN.com.
Reading no newspaper.
Yeah.
That sounded so much more ignorant than it
We ain't read no newspaper.
Anyways, they have a new, what was it? Snacks?
Time for a snack.
Time for a snack.
Time for a snack.
A section all about, seemingly, food stories and a lot about fast food.
In the midst of coronavirus, in the midst of Kobe's passing, in the midst of politics, in the midst of, it seems, traffic, in the midst of everything, we still have a section on CNN dedicated to nothing. I don't think this is important.
Well, here's the thing. You might be saying, hey, Trevor and Jack. Hey, Trevor and Jack, why did Trevor not say Jack and Trevor?
Yeah. Yeah. Why did he start with his name
Why
first?
Why did he start with his name first? Well, you know what? Sometimes you can mix it up.
I think it's fun to mix it up.
First of all, that's not the rant I meant to get on, but you might be saying, hey, Jack and Trevor. Trevor and Jack. Maybe you need some stories that are lighthearted and about nothing every once in a while, because this world's kind of full of darkness and sadness sometimes, and people like to perpetuate that. And they like to share that, and only share that. Well, you know what? You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right. Sometimes we do need stories like that. But we don't need stories like Wendy's breakfast is starting to roll out. First of all, here's things rolling out, only things that are rolling out, Autobots. Autobots roll out. Autobots roll out. That's the only thing that rolls out.
Not a Wendy's breakfast.
Not a Wendy's breakfast. We don't need...
No. I hate the video pop-ups. I already hate this article. Let's just give it a click. What do you say?
Oh, I'm on it already.
Wendy's fans eagerly anticipating the breakfast Baconator can get it sooner than expected.
Which does sound good. I'm going to be real. But this is something that I would see on Twitter.
Yeah, Bon Appetit. Maybe Wendy's page. You know? You mentioned you were watching Bon Appetit vids. This is something where it should be in that realm.
Okay, don't slander Bon Appetit like that.
No, Bon Appetit is high quality.
Bon Appetit is real chefs making real food, all right? You're thinking of, like, Tasty, and that's a different thing.
Okay, well then, it's Tasty then. They'll be on Tasty videos, I'm sure, or food reviewers. They'll review this breakfast Baconator.
And if you thought letting us know breakfast from Wendy's was here was a worthy article, wow, that felt weird in my arm. Here's an article about how Chipotle is upgrading its queso again.
Nobody cares about upgraded queso. I never get queso at Chipotle to begin with.
Yeah.
They were late to the party to begin with. I also don't get guac. That's just me though. It makes the bowl too mushy. The consistency is mush.
Here's another one.
A bit of crunch.
Arby's vegetables are literally vegetables made of meat.
Ugh.
Hey, Arby's. Hey, Arby's. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's bad.
Hey, Arby's. Why does that seem like a good idea?
Are you doing your Chris D'Elia impression right now?
Hey, Arby's.
Hey, Arby's. Can we not do that anymore, bro? So wait, meat.
Hold up, dude. My dad sent me a tweet.
We have the meats. Wait, your dad's on Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, Twitter dads, give yourself a round of applause. My dad doesn't even know what the fuck Twitter is. No, he knows. He just doesn't want to use it. He's a ghost. He's a true ghost.
A twit. What's a twit?
You going on that twit stream? Why does Arby's have, I guess we have the meats, but really? You're going to have, like, meat broccoli?
We have the meats. We have the meats. We have the meats. Yeah, we got the meats. Okay. Have they ever used that for a promotion?
We have the meats is their promo slogan.
I know that. Yeah. I meant that song.
Yeah, they should if they were smart, but they're not. So they just still have Arby's. See, we have the meats.
I don't have a marketing degree, and I could.
We could.
Just kidding. There are people that are far better at marketing.
Billions of people there.
That is why we have progressed so far.
But check this article out, though. I know we were talking about GIF and GIF.
Oh, here we go.
CNN Business. Jif settles the great debate with a GIF peanut butter jar. That is news. This is on CNN Business. Check it out. We were just talking about this 20 minutes ago.
Wait, are they actually selling that?
Let's see. Animated looping images. Funny. Jif is releasing a limited edition jar of GIF peanut butter in a collaboration meant to be as smooth as the product itself.
Dude, in 25 years, in fucking 50 years, you're gonna be like, there are gonna be grandkids in their grandma's house like, hey grandma, why do you have 2 jars of peanut butter from 2020? and grandma's gonna be like, it was important back then.
Yeah, it was cool at the time. It's a collectible peanut butter jar, Jeffrey. What do you think kids?
Oh, I never said this earlier, but I was gonna say I think that we're actually really close to having video game systems that are like, what's that one movie? Ready Player One.
Oh, VR, full-on VR immersive experience.
Yeah, and like you get an omnidirectional pad, and you can just move in a world and do whatever you want.
Oh, we're probably 15 years away from that. Mm-hmm. Like, not kidding. And then we'll all be living in trailer parks that are like,
I'm about
stacked on top of each
other.
I'll
live my life virtually,
I don't mind, yeah. And then we have to meet the creator, and there's this huge controversy, and
could solve a lot of crime, honestly.
People could just virtually beat the shit out of other people.
If you can do anything you want in a virtual world, I would think that less people would do it for real,
Or more people would. It could have adverse effects.
You're right.
But I'm willing to take that risk.
Yeah, let's find out. Hey.
Let's find out.
You never know until you know.
Hey, Steven Spielberg, can you fully endorse a VR headset where all of us are just running around going crazy? Maybe do that. Please. In an omnidirectional pad.
I thought that was going to be so much more eloquent than it was.
Hey, Spielberg.
I thought that was going to be so much more eloquent than it was.
It was incredibly eloquent and well-spoken. I could get on a soliloquy here. We could go crazy.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I could.
No, because a soliloquy is when there's one person on stage.
Then go away.
So
it's
you
my
couldn't
moment.
if we're both here.
Well, it requires.
I'm sorry to go all theater student on you, but you just got wrecked.
In what world did I get wrecked?
Just like that's a bad joke. Never mind.
Yeah, you will not say it.
You know what I was gonna say?
No.
Finish it.
I don't know what you were gonna say. I got wrecked like. I have no idea. You have to say it now.
Paul Walker.
Ah, my heart. It's been enough time. It's fine. Basically, why does CNN have that article on their news page?
Nice tie-in.
Thank you. Why does it exist?
I don't know. I think there's some people, like Wendy's fans. Sometimes you have people that are really passionate about Wendy's.
You think they're like, I gotta look it up on CNN. When is that breakfast baconator coming out?
I mean, to be fair, we got passionate about fast food last episode.
You're not wrong. Okay, I mean, fast food is fun, but like it's a treat. I'm not like eagerly anticipating a breakfast baconator where I'm like, I need this.
When
I need
Taco
it in my
Bell
life.
announces new items, I'm like, well, now I gotta get Taco Bell to try that
because it's $2.49 for the new item. It's relatively.
Wendy's is not that expensive.
But Taco Bell is more intriguing to me than Wendy's. Bless you.
That's your personal preference. There are people that hate Taco Bell.
Well, then those people can go run somewhere. Go run. Go on a
go run.
Go on a jog, you dweebs.
You got them.
Yeah, I totally.
You got them.
I ruined their lives.
I don't understand this section. Like I said, there absolutely need to be stories that are a little bit more pointless and a little bit more optimistic and a little bit happier and bring joy to people and blah, 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 blah.
This is probably a joyful story to some.
Yeah, but...
To others, it could be world
It's not new. It's just not that much news. It's like... It's one of those things where you go, well, like if you've been to Wendy's, they don't serve breakfast. Yeah. But you go, like, guess I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, take to Twitter. Take to Twitter for it. Wendy's, your Twitter's popping. You're just throwing shade at all the other places. Why don't you throw more shade and be like, hey, McDonald's, can you compete with a breakfast baconator? Announce it then. Maybe they did. But why does CNN have to go and announce it too?
Well,
problems.
McDonald's recently did the breakfast McChicken. They recently did something. So
McGriddles have my heart. From
they
start
did
to
that
finish.
too.
McGriddles are fantastic.
Yeah, they made it with the waffles with chicken. They didn't used to have that.
That's great. I'm probably going to go now and get a breakfast sandwich or 4.
Exactly. So you're a hypocrite now.
No, not quite. I'm
not
going to Wendy's, so hypocritically speaking.
Right, but you're doing it with your own place.
Yeah, I am. But it's a place that I want to support. Not a place like Wendy's.
That's what I'm saying. You just bash people that go to Wendy's when Wendy's is actually probably better for you.
Yeah, you're probably right. I would assume, I think, honestly, the best place for you is Burger King. Have you seen that moldy Whopper? We looked at it last week.
Yeah, we did.
We tried to avoid looking at it, but That's what happens to a Whopper after 28 days.
If you haven't eaten your Whopper in 28 days...
You should call the cops.
On yourself?
Yeah, you need to call the cops. Be like, I am not suitable to live in any environment. I need to go into an insane asylum. Why would you get fast food and wait a month? My roommate currently has chicken strips from McDonald's sitting in the fridge for like 4 or 5 days, and I'm about to call the cops on him if he doesn't eat them today.
I mean, if they're in the fridge, it's a little different. And chicken strips,
But fast food left over is just... Really?
I mean,
We're doing
frozen
that?
food's that way, too. No, I would never save it for 4 to 5 days.
No.
But I can understand a world where maybe he forgot them, and he's going to come home drunk some night and be like, oh, I have chicken strips in the fridge.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you raise good points. Trevor. Well, with that being said, I think we can tie this episode all up,
Yeah, I really thought we were going to talk about sausage more.
You keep saying... I think we talked about sausage in adequate amounts.
We got really excited. I mean, it was a good word, and I'm happy to have a good word to put on an episode.
We squander a good word opportunity.
Because we're putting our names on something. We need words that hold up to our names.
Our standard.
Yeah.
Sausage.
At least my name's really good.
Sausage hold. Oh, so you're saying my name is
Jack is like...
My name's a bang crack word.
All I'm saying is my name isn't a card.
But your name is way more frat boy than my name.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Jack?
Trevor?
Bruh. I've met no frat guys named Trevor.
I've met several Trevors.
Okay. Do you know how many Jacks I've met, dude? Do you want to
frat-
go into this, dude?
Frat
met
Jacks?
Yeah.
You've met frat Jacks,
I've
really?
met frat Jacks. Dude, Jack is one of the most basic names in the world.
But guess what, man?
It's like John and then Jack.
My real name is John. So guess what? I guess I am basic.
Yeah.
Trevor is the whitest frat boy name.
Oh, no,
though.
it's not,
Without
dude. Connor is.
Dane.
Or Alex.
Dane, Alex, Connor,
Ben.
Dylan, Devin.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's a name. Dude. Trevor. Trevor is a kind of fratty name, dude. Trevor, come chug this White Claw, bro. But put it in your south mouth instead.
Yeah, I've never...
No?
No.
Man, I just haven't met any frat jacks before.
How?
I just haven't. I guess I don't hang out with frat people despite my looks.
Yeah, I'm just like... The odds that you find a frat Trevor over a frat Jack would not be great.
Well, we're gonna make a poll on Twitter, and we're gonna find out what's a more likely frat name. Is it Trevor or Jack?
Just
and we'll be calling to our
it's
fans.
Jack.
We'll go to our fans for the answer.
Because even if you go, hey, 1 in every 100,000 people are named Trevor. Maybe.
We'll have to take the internet another time. We're gonna make a poll.
It's probably greater than that.
We're making a poll.
But like 1 in every 250 guys are named Jack.
I will disagree. We're looking it up right now. We're going to take sweet time from this
What
first
are
episode
the
here.
odds a boy is named
Trevor?
Jack?
What are the odds? I think it also depends on the location. A lot of Midwestern boys are probably named Trevor. What does the
What are you talking? I'm from the Midwest, dude.
Exactly.
And I don't meet people named Trevor.
I love how are you getting personally attacked right now?
You suggesting that my name is more common than yours?
I'm just suggesting it, my man.
Your name's John and then Jack.
Jack is way less common than John. Jack is less common than John.
No, it's not.
Yes,
dude. I know. Oh, you're so wrong.
Is. Oh yes.
I've never thought you've been so wrong about something before.
I'm surprised. Names with similar statistics to Trevor. The first one, Jack. So they're
what site are you on?
I'm on Baby Name Guesser.
Oh yeah. Really?
Based on popular usage, it is 10.089 times more common for Trevor to be a boy's name. The popularity of Trevor is 5.229, where 0, extremely rare, 6 equals super popular. Let's take a look with Jack. Oh, Jack is more popular. Jack, it doesn't mean... Now we need to talk about frat communities, though. It's a different community name. What's the frattiest name? Let's look it up.
Frat people, if you're talking about frat guys, they're the most basic people. And Jack is the most... one of the
not most... at all. I don't think they're basic. I think they're just...
Frat people?
No, I think they're in their own genre of idiocy. Dude. Mason is the frattiest name in the bunch. Mason. So we were both wrong.
In the frat... Of what?
Just the frattiest. There's no actual article. There's no actual article doing this.
Jack is the 28th most common name in 2020, and it's, if anything, it's gotten less common.
I was the first one, baby. 1994. Come on, get with it. Get with it. 2020, though. What's the douchiest male name? Bradley, Brandon.
I don't know. We got to say this for... We're recording another episode because Jack's leaving me next week, so we got to say this.
We'll save it for another one.
Yeah, I can't believe you thought... God. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, Jack.
Ah, man. We all are entitled to our opinions.
But, some opinions are rooted in fact.
And that's mine.
Yeah,
we'll have to make a Twitter poll.
Dude, you never drink all of the coffee.
I'm working on it. I got to reheat it. I'm going to have to make a Twitter poll eventually.
Oh, dude.
For all of our fans that are just chomping to know which name is better.
All right. It's clearly Trevor. Anyway,
you have your opinions.
This has been That's Not News. Baby. I don't think my name's better, but it's certainly less common.
I can agree.
Because here's the way you know. Here's the way you know, and then we'll end the episode. If you go into a souvenir shop, you can always bet that the name Jack is going to be on the license plates or the lighters.
Yeah.
Trevor is not there sometimes.
I'm sorry. Is it all because you wanted a license plate with your name on it?
Yeah.
I knew you were.
It's because I wanted a small little license plate that I can put on my mantle.
I'll make you one. I'm not going to lie. I have a couple of them at my house.
I'm not going to lie. My parents have one for each of their kids.
So, long story short, we all have license plates with our names on it.
And if you look
one
at
is more common than the other one. But in the frat community,
no,
we won't continue this. We won't continue this because guess what? Yeah, we can't do it anymore. We can't do it. Nope. We have to end the episode. This has been a lot of fun because we've been looking at stuff that isn't news, and we had a great discussion about sausages. This is a great wrap up to the episode.
Yeah.
If you're not following us on any socials, feel free to follow us at The Real Jack and Trevor or Jack and Trevor. Just look it up on YouTube. Don't look at those wedding dancer guys that have tuxedos.
I think they might be married.
They're married. Aw, congrats to them, but they don't deserve to have a platform.
I didn't watch the video, but there was a video titled Jack and Trevor Marriage or Wedding. Which could be them performing for a wedding, I guess.
Yeah.
But if I were posting a video, I would not call it Jack and Trevor Wedding unless we were getting married.
Or it's a sketch about a wedding, which is coming out next week.
Yeah, we'll film Wedding tomorrow.
I'm in.
All right. We did it. We made it to 25. Next week, which will be recorded in 15 minutes, is 26. It's been half a year. So if you're listening, come celebrate next week.
Absolutely.
This has been That's Not News. I've been Jack, and he's been Trevor.
Equally common names.
And like you said, follow us subscribe to YouTube. Maybe we'll shave our heads or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, I don't even know if we're going to sell out anymore because nobody cares.
And nobody cares. Anyway, we'll catch you next week. Have a good one. See ya.
Bye.